Hi, second graders. I'm Mrs. Craig, and I'm so excited to solve a word problem with you today. To get us started, let's go to mathplayground.com. If you could please log on your own tab, mathplayground.com. Now, once you're there, we're going to scroll down all the way down, and we will click on the option for thinking blocks. Go ahead and click on that. All right, we're going to scroll down just a little more. And we're going to click on Thinking Blocks Tool. Okay. Now you have a blank grid. Well, it's not going to be blank for long because I'm going to introduce you to some tools that we're going to use. So if you scroll down just a little bit, you'll see this blue box with the yellow bar models. Please click on that one time. Perfect. Now you have a blank box at the top of your grid. Well, I have a story problem in mind that you don't have to type, but we're just going to think together about this. I'll read it to you. There are 24 fewer swans than geese on the pond. There are 28 swans. How many geese are there? Second graders, where do we start? There are 24 fewer swans than geese on the pond. Well, I need to figure out what type of word problem this is. And the words fewer than tell me that I'm going to compare the fewer swans to the geese. So this is a comparison problem. I'm comparing two things. What two things am I comparing? Swans and geese. Let's go down and get our label maker. It says ABC123. We're going to click on that and drag it up. Let's just drag two of these label makers up. We won't type in them quite yet until we get them on our grid paper. And now on the first label, we can type swans. And the second one, we can type geese. All right, now while we're setting our bar models up, I want us to go down and click on the pencil at the bottom of our toolbox. And we're going to make a vertical line right next to our labels, swans and geese. This is going to be our common starting point for the bars that we're going to create. Okay. And to turn the pencil off, you just go back down to the tool and you click on it again, and now the pencil is off. Okay? All right. So there are 24 fewer swans than geese on the pond. Did you hear which bird there was fewer of? It was the swans. So when we create the bars for our bar model, we need to make sure that the bar for the swans is shorter to show there's fewer. And the bar for the geese will be longer to show that there's more of those. Are you ready? Okay, so let's go down to the toolbox and we're going to grab two of these blue bars. And we need to make sure that we set them right on our common start line. So there's one for swans and here's one for geese. Now remember, our swans bar is going to stay shorter. Right now we have two equal bars, and that's not what our story problem says. They didn't say there's an equal amount of swans and geese. There's fewer swans, so we need to grab the end of this bar for geese just a little bit. So you're going to hold and drag, and you're going to make it just a little bit longer. And now we can tell that there's fewer swans than geese. Good job, everyone. Now, the next thing we need to do is to notice that there is this space right here that is different between the swans and the geese. I'm going to go down to the toolbar. I'd like you to do that too and get this white box and set it right next to the blue of the swans bar model. And we're going to shorten the length of that white box until it's exactly matching the whole length of the geese bar. What that little white spot is, boys and girls, that is what's different between the number of swans and geese. So this box is our difference. Okay? All right. Now we need to find out what is this problem asking. So I'll read it to you again. There are 24 fewer swans than geese on the pond. There are 28 swans. How many geese are there? Boys and girls, do we know how many geese there are? Mm, we don't. So that's what we're solving for. Let's grab our label maker one more time and let's drag it up to geese. And we're going to put a question mark in there because, friends, this is what we are solving for. We don't know the answer yet. While we're grabbing our label makers, let's grab one for the number of swans, and then we'll grab one for the difference. Remember that number that's different between the swans and the geese. Okay. All right, friends. I can tell on our bar model that we are solving for the number of geese. Do we know how many swans there are? For sure. There are 24 fewer swans than geese on the pond. There are 28 swans. Oh, we found it out. There's 28 swans. So let's go ahead and type in 28 because we know that's exactly how many swans are in that pond. Now, here's that difference. There are 24 fewer swans. That's the difference between the swans and the geese. So in our box, we're going to type 24. Now we're ready to solve our problem. Are you ready? Okay. I can see that I have this problem is a part whole. And I know that when I have two parts, I can add them together to get the whole. You knew that too, didn't you? Okay. So off to the side, first I'm going to click on the pencil tool and I'm going to do my very best writing with this pencil. Um, it might not be very pretty, but I'm going to do my best. We are going to write the math problem 28. Whoops, I'm trying my best though. Plus, and I know you're trying your best too, 24. Okay, to solve this problem, what do we need to do next? Do you know? Well, I'm going to make this friendlier. I'm going to turn this into friendlier numbers. Oh, I know that wasn't very short or straight. Sorry about that. And I can see that we have 28. So I'm going to turn this into a 10, some 10s and some 1s. In my tens place, I see that I have a 2, so I can turn this into a 20. And my ones place is going to be 8, so 20 and 8. And then I'm going to do the same thing to 24. I see a 2 in my tens place, so that means that's going to be 20. And then I'm going to drop my ones down to make that a 4. All right, friends. Now I can solve 20 plus 20. Do you know what that is? It's 40. You did that fast because we turned that into friendlier numbers. Good job. And now we're going to do 8 plus 4. Do you know what 8 plus 4 is? It is 12. Good job. I can see on the 12 that we can turn that into some friendly numbers too. I've got a 1 in the tens place, so that means I have a 10. And some 1s, that will be my 2. So now I can do 40 plus 10. What is 40 plus 10? 40 plus 10, that's 50. Good job. Plus 2. And what is 50 plus 2, everyone? It's 52. Good job. So do we know how many geese there are now? We do. There's 52. So let's go back up. Oh, we have to turn our pencil off. So go down to the pencil tool and click on it to turn that off. Let's go back up to our label inside our geese bar model. And we're going to write 52. Friends, we're not quite done yet because we have a question at the end of this story problem that we need to restate with the answer inside of it. Are you ready? Okay, the question is, how many geese are there? Well, we need to say there are 52 geese. Let's grab your label maker one last time. Drag it up, and we're going to type that statement starting with a capital letter. There are 52 geese. Make sure we end with a period. You did it. Good job. All that hard thinking. Okay, so what I'd like for you to do is hit the clear button, and it's going to make all of our good thinking disappear. But you know what? Go ahead and hit that. Oh, it's not making all of our thinking disappear. We might have to erase. You're going to click Use Thinking Blocks Word Problems, and look, you get to solve some all on your own. And I have all the faith in the world that you're going to do a great job. Now that you know how to use these tools too, you're going to have a lot of fun. But first, let me show you how to erase so you know how to have a clean grid again. So for the part that we used our pencil on, let's go down to the eraser. Click on the eraser one time and look what we can do. We can erase all of that writing so that you have a clean slate to work your or to solve your new problems on. So we'll click on the eraser to turn that off. And then if you click on your restated statement, it turns pink, and you can go down to the trash can to delete, and you can do the same thing for your bar model. There you go. Boys and girls, I've had such a good time working this word problem with you. Good luck on your, I would like for you to solve 3 more all on your own. Good luck, and we'll see you next time. Bye.